The reports that it wasn't just James Comey that the president approached when it came to the Michael Flynn and Russia investigations. Did he then pursue heads of the intelligence community? Today, those intelligence chiefs were on Capitol Hill. They were asked, did the president ask them to intervene? Senators on both sides of the aisle were not pleased with what they heard. Here's ABC senior justice correspondent Pierre Thomas tonight.
The standoff went on for 2.5 hours. Senators from both sides pressing the nation's top intelligence officials about whether President Trump asked them to intervene in the investigation into Michael Flynn or the Russia investigations in any way.
Let me ask you specifically, did the president, the reports that are out there, ask you in any way, shape or form to back off or downplay the Russia investigation?
I'm not going to discuss the specifics of conversations with the President of the United States.
Are you prepared to say that you have never felt that you've never been asked by the President or the White House to influence an ongoing investigation?
I'm not prepared to answer your question today.
At issue, critical conversations with the president. After President Trump allegedly asked then FBI Director James Comey about the investigation into Michael Flynn, saying, "I hope you can let this go." Did the president then turn to the Director of National Intelligence, Dan Coats, to sway him as well, as the Washington Post reported overnight?
I have never been pressured. I have never felt pressure to intervene or interfere in any way and shaping intelligence in a political way or in relationship to an ongoing investigation.
Lawmakers then pressing further, asking not whether they felt pressured, but simply did the president ask them to intervene?
We have press reports of not once, but twice, that the President of the United States asked you to either downplay the Russia investigation or to directly intervene with Director Comey. Can you set the record straight about what happened or didn't happen?
Confidential conversations between the president and myself. I don't believe it's appropriate for me to address that in a public session.
And other conversations, not about Flynn, this time about possible collusion with the Russians. Did the president try to get Coats and NSA Director Mike Rogers to publicly deny there was any evidence of Trump campaign officials colluding with Russians?
I have never been directed to do anything I believe to be illegal, immoral, unethical, or inappropriate.
Over and over, they would not reveal what, if anything, the president had said to them. And many senators grew frustrated, saying there was no reason not to answer the questions.
Well, I think your unwillingness to answer a very basic question speaks volumes.
Why are you not answering
Because
our
I feel
questions?
it is inappropriate, Senator.
What you feel isn't relevant, Admiral.
I stand by the comments I've made. I'm not interested in repeating myself, sir. And I don't mean that in a contentious way.
Well, I do mean it in a contentious
Yes, sir.
way.
The atmosphere reaching a boiling point.
You swore that oath to tell us the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, and today you are refusing to do so. What is the legal basis for your refusal to testify to this committee?
I'm not sure I have a legal basis.
And in the end, the grilling seemingly taking a toll, even on the NSA director, a seasoned Navy man.
Boy, some days I sure wish I was an ensign on the bridge of that destroyer again.
All right, Pierre Thomas with us live tonight as well from the FBI. All of this comes today amid the president's surprise Twitter announcement about his new choice to head the FBI. And Pierre, who is Chris Wray, and what have you learned? Was the White House surprised by this?
David, Chris Wray is a former senior Justice Department prosecutor, at one point working under James Comey when he was Deputy Attorney General. Of late, he's been in private practice, recently representing New Jersey Governor Chris Christie on the Bridgegate controversy. The announcement came today, as you said, on Twitter, catching some in the White House and many on Capitol Hill by surprise, David.
All right, Pierre Thomas with us from the FBI. Pierre, thank you.